Hello and welcome to Talking Honey, where we look at life's sticky situations and give them a stir. I'm your host, Shelly Horton, and with me is Shauna Anderson, Ben Fordham and Joe Abi.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hi.
Well, today we're asking, what is love? A viewer has written in asking for help about a sensitive problem within her relationship. Monica says she loves her husband dearly, but she's not in love with him. She explains that they've been together for years and that over time the spark has slowly faded. But she's finding it hard to imagine her life without him. So if the love's gone, what's the point? Well, panel, Monica says she wants to know, should she stay or should she go?
Oh.
Shauna.
I think Monica should go. I think that passion and intimacy and being in love is pretty important. I think if Monica's written to us asking this and that it's just love, there could be something else out there for Monica.
No,
I think it's time to move on.
Monica, work at your relationship. Relationships are hard and they do become more friendships after a while, and you need to do something like go to some couples counselling or have a hot night.
Couples counselling.
Oh, come on. Ben Fordham. What?
Explain yourself.
It's just calling in experts.
For another day.
Oh,
but-
jeez.
No, you bring in if you really need some couples counselling, you bring in a mutual friend, I reckon. That's what
I want John Aiken.
I offer these services to some friends of mine from time to time.
I do not want you meddling around in the little bits of my life. No.
Look, it depends. I don't know how old Monica is. I don't know whether Monica's married. Is she actually married?
It sounds like it's like a long-term marriage.
Because
It
that,
looks like years.
it obviously, that impacts things. You know,
Yeah.
if it's an early stages of a relationship, then you get out. Because warning signs are warning signs for a reason. If you've been locked into this relationship for a long, long time, then you need to understand that your relationship is going to go through varying stages, and there is going to be that initial excitement of the first time you saw someone walk in the room, to the first time that you made love, to the first time that you walked down the aisle, or hopefully the only time you walk down the aisle.
I've done it twice.
These days,
That's not judged.
You know, but I mean, I'm probably not the best person to talk about this because...
You're so in love.
Well, also, when Jodie and I got married, I said to her, and this is going to sound weird,
Oh,
but I said,
wow.
look, we've got a no divorce policy in our family, right? Which I kind of made up. But it's like, I just don't believe, I'm not big on divorce. It's not, I'm like, look, you know, because I've seen what's out there. I know what's out there. And I don't want any of that. I want you. And if I didn't want to get married, I wouldn't have got married. I didn't feel the need to get married. I could have stayed on my own for life. So I got married for a reason, because I wanted to spend the rest of my life with Jodie. So I kind of said to her, look, no matter what happens in this relationship, we don't walk away.
Okay.
We sort it
So
out.
if Jodie said to you, I feel like I love you, but I'm no longer in love with you, what would you do to fix it?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Come on.
Talk about it here.
Come on.
Look, it would probably, to be absolutely blunt and honest, it would take a real moment of self-reflection for me to think, okay, what am I doing? What am I doing wrong? I would, knowing me and knowing most blokes, I would go into a state of denial and I would claim that this was all unfair. But then there would also be part of me as well that would think, okay, I need to have a good hard look at myself and I need to come to grips with these things. And look, there have been stages where, you know, Jodie and I have been through better periods than other periods. And you do have to say to yourself, well, hang on a moment. And even the little things, I think for most people too, when you're going through the hardest part of a new baby, that can be really stressful where you go, hang on a moment, what happened to all the time where it was just the two of us and we used to just walk up the road and go and grab something to eat and then go and have some dinner and go away for the weekend without packing 8,000 things into a car. You know, like clearly those things pop up and life does become complicated. But I'm lucky that I'm in a situation where I met someone who I can't believe that she said yes when I asked her to marry me. So, mate, I'm not letting that go.
No.
Please.
But the fact you have the ability to reflect on your own behaviour in a situation like that, I think is very special and unique. I think that, you know, a lot of people feel that couples counselling is only an option, you know, when there's no hope. But I mean, I begged for couples counselling for years before I left my marriage. And had we done it, I feel we had a real shot because we had, you know, 3 children, 2 with special needs. It was a unique situation. We'd been together for, you know, over a decade. And sometimes you do need someone to sit back and go, right, I can see what's going on here and you guys can't because you're in this fog.
Sure.
You really are in the fog. And once I left, he was like, let's do couples counselling, and it's just too late. So being able to turn to your partner and say, I'm not having these feelings, and you going, oh, I think I can self-reflect on that. I think that's such a positive sign of a long-term relationship.
But what if Monica could find someone else that she was in love with? Is it not worth her having another shot
I
at happiness
just think
and love?
that all long-term relationships end up there. So even though, you know, that first flush is fun, all long-term relationships end up in the place where the lust and the passion ebbs and flows. So she might think that it's going to be this new exciting relationship, but I sort of feel like she's got to do as much as she can to make her current relationship work. The fact she's asking for our advice means that she's not certain. When I left, I knew I was leaving. I wouldn't have cared who said what to me. So the fact she's even questioning it makes me feel like there's something in her that wants to keep trying.
So
She's
if you were
not
questioning
done.
it, you'd walk.
Oh, I'm not sure I want to answer that question, but
Well, I'm just trying to pick up on what you're...
I think if that she has said she's not in love, I think that the passion and excitement and romance is really
But do you
important.
feel
And
like
if she
you
could
can
find it
fall
with
in love
someone
again?
else, I think Monica could probably fall.
Not in love with her partner.
I think she could, but I think if she's asking
You've got to
us,
throw everything at it.
I
Like,
know.
throw everything
Can I
you
just
can
say
at it.
dating
Yes.
is really hard? Like, I mean, and
Dating
being
is
single is
awful.
really hard. And so you think it sounds so great if you meet a great person who you fall in love with and they love you too. But I mean, gosh, it's jungle out there.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily going to be a better
I think
situation.
that couples counselling shouldn't be seen as the last resort. Like the singer Pink and her husband,
Exactly.
they have regular couples counselling, just as like they say it's like tuning up the car, making sure that everything's running
would have
really
loved
smoothly.
that. I think that
and
could
I
have
think that's pretty
saved
cool.
us.
I have regular couples counselling, but it's this bloke coming over. Giving me my partner
Yeah.
advice. So,
Yeah, you have regular
Like
Ritalin.
Dr. Phil.
it's not rocky yet.
You know
but
what? I have to say, if I took a relationship advice from anyone, it'd be you, because I sort of feel like
Oh.
you
Got a
guys
really good
are relationship goals.
I'll talk
And
to you after, Jo.
Yeah, don't believe everything you see on social media. All right, thank you so much, guys. You can see more segments like this at 9honey.com.au. Or if you have a question for the panel, particularly Ben, email us at 9honey@9.com.au.